What's up? Welcome back to Whiskeys and Trucks this week.
So, I've been contemplating doing this for a while. I was going to ask you what they thought, but I decided to just do it because, one, it's my YouTube channel, and I didn't start this really for anybody else but me. I don't mean to sound like selfish in that sense, but I started a YouTube channel because I always kind of wanted to, and I wasn't sure if I would follow all the way through with it, because I don't care for like the editing and video and stuff. I like to just come out in the garage and chill, but I also kind of wanted to do it. It was a very mixed bag, right? And I did it overall because the chopper got me like thinking, hey, I've done all these cool projects, I haven't always documented them, and this is my first real like complete motorcycle build, and I really wanted to be able to look back on that, and so I started it. And I mean, I'm by no means a big channel yet. I have 145 subscribers, and that's great. I love that because there's 145 people out there in the world that want to see me do what I do in the garage, and I think that's awesome. But I want to add some more stuff to it because I can only do so much motorcycle stuff. So, I haven't introduced you guys yet to this vehicle, but I have a 95 Chevy Silverado, and I've had it for quite a while, since I was a junior in high school, and it went through a bunch of stages. When I first got it, it was a one owner truck when I got it, so I'm the second owner still. And it was my like daily driver through high school. During the military, I got a couple other cars, and this was like my hot rod. And then things happened to it. Slowly started going downhill because it's set outside its whole life since I've had it. Unfortunately, I've never really had a place to keep it indoors, and so now it's back to my daily driver kind of, but at the same time I'm trying to keep up on it and fix some things. So when I got it, there was like no rust on it besides this fender, and I just replaced this past fall. There's one tiny spot right here, and I fixed it with some PR, like grinded it out and put some PR 15 in it, and then I got these trim pieces for all the fender wells. But yeah, this truck used to have Kragers on it and stuff, and I'll go ahead and put some pictures of this truck, how it used to look, how I got it, how it used to look in the video right here. So now that you've seen those, you can see it now. I also added a couple photos of what it somewhat looked like now or within this last year. Right before I moved up here, I had some stuff go out on it, the transmission. was actually the clutch and the clutch fork. So it's got a new clutch in it now. It's got about 3,000 miles on it so far since I got that done, but it was right before I left my last base, and I didn't get it finished in time because I thought it was just a clutch. Took it apart. The clutch fork had worn through and went through the pivot pin in there. And the pivot pin that I got from O'Reilly's that said it was from my truck had an Allen key, and it looked like it screwed in from the inside of the bell housing. Well, for that, the only way you could do it is open the transmission. And I'd never done that. And the night I did it, they were letting me use the shop at work. I had the transmission now, and I'd already been there for a few hours, a couple trips back and forth to O'Reilly's. It's at like 12:30 at night. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. And my buddy there was like, well, why don't you just take the bolts out and you can split it and get from the back side. Because it doesn't have like bolts for the bell housing. It's like right in the middle. It's an NV 3500 transmission, 5-speed manual. And I started to do that, and I took a couple of the wrong bolts out. And I felt a gear drop, and I still couldn't get it split. So I was like, man, this is, like I said, like 12:30 at night at the shop on base, and I'm just like, man, I gotta quit. Saying it. So over a year and a half later, not till like September 2024, I finally got back to it. I got the urge one day. I brought it in my shop at work, the transmission, that is, and I finally found a video that kind of showed me how to take it apart, and I realized what was wrong with it. I found the new pivot pin that was actually supposed to be that, and I still didn't know this until I took the transmission apart that day, and I looked in the back of the bell housing, and I was like, what the hell? Like, that's not there. But I had found out what transmission it was, looked it up, found the correct piece, ordered it. I had to order it because I still looked on like O'Reilly's and Auto Part, all that stuff online, and it wasn't the correct pivot pin. It was the same one I bought, so I took that one back. Luckily they let me return it over a year and a half later. And but yeah, I got it fixed. I was able to put the transmission back together. I didn't have to take any of the gears apart, but I was able to take the transmission apart the way it was supposed to be and put the whole gear shafts back to the places they needed to be and put the truck back together and get it running, and that was great. That made me feel really good. But now I've just been slowly kind of keeping up on it. Like I said, it didn't have any rust when I first got it. Now both the cab corners and rocker panels are looking a little rough. And just a few things here and there. I've had this back bumper on the truck since I got it, and it looked like somebody had jackknifed it right there. So last fall when I was getting together, I was doing some things. I got a brand new back bumper, and I put a new grill and stuff on it earlier this year, and lights. And I'd done that before, but the lights were cheap and they kind of went to shit real quick. And I don't know if these ones will or not either. They weren't super expensive either, but I got those on there. I used to have Kragers and some nice wheels and stuff on it. No paint things wrong with it now. The clear's peeling. Right now I have just these wheels I found off Marketplace, and then these tires were brand new. I got them like half off of what they would normally be. They were also on Marketplace, so I connected those up, make the truck look a little better. Put this cowl hood on there at one point when I first got it, or not when I first got it, a couple years into it, and had it painted. And now with the years of it sitting outside, obviously it looks a little rough too. So I have some plans for the truck. Trying to keep it up to speed until I get the time and money and a place to store it, really. Once I have a place that I can fully park it in the garage and have it out of the way, that's when I'll start really working on it. But anyways, I'll give you guys some more of those details over time. Right now, we're gonna get to work on this. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I didn't tell you what it is, I don't think. It's a 1995 Chevy Silverado, obviously step-side single cab. It's got the 4.3 V6 and a 5-speed in it, and it's my truck, and I love it, and I want to keep it forever, and I want to make it a hot rod. So stick around, and eventually, hopefully I'll start this YouTube channel and you guys will see it become the hot rod. So, first project of the day for this truck, I did an oil change. I don't really consider that the project though. So, I had a check engine light on the truck for a while and I couldn't quite figure out what it was. Finally got a little reader and it popped up as the ignition control module, or the ECM. The ignition control module was 75% cheaper. So I got that first and I just put it on. It was right underneath the distributor cap. Had 3 plugs back there, right there, and bolted it in. So I did that. And then after I get this done, I want to start maybe doing the bumper that I showed you guys. And I also kind of want to clean some stuff out on the inside. The only other thing I wanted to do, there was something else I wanted to do to it. I see him do the oil change, that. Oh, I do also want to rotate the tires and fill them up because they've been on there about 3,000 miles, a little under. I put them on there right after I did the oil change, but I still kind of want to rotate them. Other than that, that's about all I have for right now. I have a billet grill that was on the old grill that I took and replaced when I did all the headlights and stuff. But I'm gonna wait to do that because when I bought the headlights, the turn signal lights came and they were wrong ones. They were for the older year models. So you can see they're like, they kind of work for now, but they don't fit in there correctly. So I gotta order some new one of those. I must have selected the wrong button because the lights themselves for a few years are the same, but these ones are different. So gotta get new ones of those. And when I do the billet grill, I kind of have to take the whole grill out to be able to do these two. So I'd rather just do that all at once. So I'll do that all at one time. And that's kind of my plan for right now though. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff I want to do to it and do all the rocker panels and stuff, but these are just my projects for today because if I went through and did everything, it's going to take a while. So that's why I wanted to include it in these videos because I can only work on so many things motorcycle wise and whiskey wise for a while. And I'm going to make my own little playlist for this truck so I can, one, keep doing it. Because sometimes I put it off doing this so I can put motorcycle videos out. And that's what ultimately wanted me to just finally say the hell with it and put the truck in the videos and start doing that. Because most of you guys that watch the channel, hopefully, let me know in the comments. If you absolutely hate it, and that's a big percentage of you guys that say, no, I don't want to see that, then I won't do it. But I doubt that because most of you, if you're here, you're enjoying this type of content in general. If you like motorcycles, most of the time people like trucks and cars too. So I kind of just want to show it all. And I think we'll have a real good time doing it. So stick around. I'm going to put this distributor cap back on and then I'll do a little time lapse or something maybe of me doing the rear bumper. Hey guys, so it's a couple days later. Still working on the truck. The other day, I can't remember exactly what I said when I left off, but I left off with doing the ignition control module and stuff like that. That didn't fix my check engine light. I tried to reset it. So next thing I looked up was crankshaft position sensor. I went and got one of those today, went to go put it on, and that doesn't exist on my truck. So it's not that. But I think I'm getting it narrowed down. Excuse me, to the distributor cap. When I took the distributor cap off the other day, the cap and the rotor itself, just the whole thing looked a little corroded. Kind of tried to wipe some of it off. The cap was pretty worn out, which I'm kind of surprised because it's an aftermarket cap. I put it on there in 2017. So, I mean, it's been almost 9 years now, I guess, but still I'm kind of surprised that it didn't last any longer than that. So I'm going to take all that back off there and look at it again, maybe get a replacement rotor and cap, and because I really don't want to have to do the whole distributor if it's not necessary. I don't think that's the issue. But I'm gonna look at it real good again here when I take it off. But for now, I'm gonna get to this bumper because I have it here, and I also got to do park and brake cable on that right rear side. So that's what I'm gonna work on tonight. Maybe get these tires rotated. If I can get those 2 or 3 things knocked out, I'll be feeling pretty good about that. And then we'll revisit the distributor cap some other time, probably in the next video for you guys, but hopefully later this week for me. I also got a new steering wheel coming in and a shift knob. Shift knob's coming in a few weeks. It's gonna take longer to get, but I should have the steering wheel here tomorrow, and I'll put it on the next day, or maybe tomorrow night if I get a wild hair. But I also don't know if I'm gonna like it. I just kind of ordered one. I thought I kind of like what it looked like, but as far as the dish deepness, I wanted one that was deeper. But to run the wheel on this truck, I have to have an adapter, and that adapter has a little bit of that depth to it. So I also don't want the wheel to end up being too close to me, so I went ahead and got this one. I'll see if I like it or not. If I don't like it, I'll just send it back and not worry about it right now. But let's get this bumper off here.
As you can see, the old bumper's right there. I kind of cheated to get it off because it's junk anyways. So I cut around those sides because trying to get up underneath with the wrench is not fun. So that made it a lot easier, especially how tight some of them bolts were on there. I don't know if I would have been able to get it going the other way. Yeah, I probably would have, but it would have taken a lot more effort. I kind of got this one on there. It's good for now, and I can drive it to work tomorrow, but I only have the 2 outside bolts on either side and one in the 2 center spots because they're not lining up quite right. I need to try to loosen these ends again and see if I can get it lined up, but I think I might have to buy the new
Like the mounting brackets themselves, because I think that one, before I got the truck, somebody had jackknifed it, and that's why the bumper was messed up, and I think it might have tweaked those just enough. So I'll look into that and see, but it's on there good enough for now, at least so I have a bumper. I drove it to work yesterday and the day without one. It's a couple days later. I did get a distributor cap and rotor. I put those on tonight. I also had a slight leak with my coolant on the upper hose going down in the top of the motor, and I think I got that fixed. I got a new thermostat and went ahead and put it in there while I was doing that. I haven't got to check yet to see if the distributor and the cap, or the distributor cap and the rotor, made the check engine light go away or not, because it's kind of late and I don't want to start the truck up in the garage and wake my daughter up and stuff inside. So I'll check that tomorrow and see. At this point, I'm not real sure if that's going to be it either, but I'll give it a shot. And then what else I got going? I didn't get to rotate the tires yet. I'll do that here in a couple days, because when I do it, I have the park and brake cable to do on that side, and I think I'm gonna have to modify it a little bit, and it's gonna take a little time. So I want to be able to set away enough time to do that. But yeah, that's where we got with it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'll like I said, I'll probably be doing some more of these videos on this truck in the coming times. I also didn't get my steering wheel in yet. It was supposed to be in yesterday. I got the adapter set and the cover for it, but not the steering wheel itself. It's supposed to be delayed till today, and it's still not here. So I don't think it's coming today by the looks of it, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I can do that this weekend or whatever when I do some of the rest of the stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed something a little different, because if so, definitely gonna have a lot of content on this truck for a while too, every once in a while at least. I'm still gonna try to keep it mostly motorcycles, but next few 4 or 5 videos you might see this one mixed in there some, because I am kind of doing a little bit of work to it here right now, and then I'll probably step away for a little bit and kind of go back and forth, spend my time on different things. But yeah, either way, thanks for sticking around this long, and appreciate you guys subscribing. like the video, and see you guys next week.